guys, and welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Brittany and welcome to my channel. As you guys can tell from the title of the video, we are doing sort of like a Q&A talk video all about my veneers. As y'all can tell, I got a new smile. So I wanted to do a quick video on my experience and just general information because I get a lot of questions via Instagram, DMs, and YouTube and stuff like that. So I wanted to just come on here and create a general video so that I can give all you guys information. If you guys have more questions, then you can leave them down below, but I'm pretty sure I'm going to cover everything. So just make sure you keep watching and don't skip through. Just make sure that you pay attention because I'm pretty sure the answer to your question is going to be in the video. Sorry my air is on, but I turned it off, so we should be good in a couple of minutes. Let me get my coffee. I'm drinking my iced coffee because I'm pretty sure I'm going to be parched. I have my phone. I just want to make sure I touch bases on everything. So the first things first, the general information. What I have are porcelain veneers. They are about 20 teeth or so done. I got them in Miami, Florida. They cost around $95 or $9,600, and the place that I went to is Smiles Dental Center. That's hard to say. So that's just the general information, what they are, the cost, where I went to, and how much teeth were actually done, because that is important. Okay, so now I'm just gonna tell you about my experience. When I first looked into getting my teeth done, it was 2020, and I was searching around different dental offices, getting different quotes, sending in my pictures and whatnot. So the dentist office that I actually went to, I actually contacted them back in 2020, and then just now in 2021 I got my teeth actually done. So I'm gonna say this, everyone is different. Like literally everyone is different. Your cost may not be the same as mine and vice versa. It all literally depends on you and the condition that your teeth are in. Like that's just it. So like I said, I'm going to explain to you guys my experience and what I went through and why I didn't go out of the country and all this other stuff, because I know some of you guys are going to bring that up. So I found my dentist on Instagram. I looked at all their work and I started following them and liking pictures and just really paying attention to their posts. What made me really contact them is because of how the before and afters would look. I saw a lot of patients that they were taking have, you know, medium to high dental work needed. I'm not gonna lie, I did see a lot of dentists out there who were doing veneers, but the patient before picture just looked like their teeth was already good. So the main reason why I went with my dentist is because I like the fact that the people that they were doing needed medium to high work. So I contacted them and asked them about a consultation. They are in Miami, I am in Atlanta, so they were able to do a virtual consultation, which is just taking pictures of your teeth. They ask you to take pictures left, right, top, bottom, and they ask you to bite down and smile and send those photos in. So this is where the porcelain and composite come in play. I know a lot of people are getting veneers done, and I see them like on TikTok and stuff and going out the country and whatnot, but a lot of people I'm seeing are getting like composite work. I don't see many people getting porcelain, and composite is just like a composite resin that just like kind of goes over your tooth. It's just like this gummy looking stuff that goes over your tooth, and it's like a bonding. That work is primarily for people who have decent teeth. They might have a few minor chips or, you know, imperfections about their teeth, but overall the health of their teeth and the work that they need done is minor. Also, composite veneers are way cheaper. They're not as expensive as porcelain veneers. However, the composite resin doesn't last as long as the porcelain, so keep that in mind. I'm going to insert a before picture, and as you guys can tell, I had a lot of spacing at the top. I had a lot of gaps. I had a missing tooth in some areas. It was just a lot going on. My bottom row wasn't too bad. I had a molar missing, and then like I had a tooth that was kind of sticking straight up higher than the other ones, but overall the bottom row wasn't too bad, but the top needed a lot of work. So therefore composite resin wasn't going to be feasible for me, just because I had so many gaps in the front. It was just no way to just, you know, put that all together and do a composite resin. It just wouldn't work. So I ended up going with Porcelain Veneers, which is what my doctor recommended. So I went ahead and booked my appointment after I spoke to the doctor and everything. For my dental office, the appointment is broken up into 3 parts. Your first appointment is the prep, which is the longest appointment. It's about 3 hours long, and that is because they're prepping your teeth basically to get your veneers, and they're also getting any extra work done off the list. So if you have cavities, if you need like any type of extractions or root canals or whatever on the tooth that they're actually about to put a veneer on, you will need to get that taken care of before you get your veneers. Now you can go through them, like the actual dental office that's going to do your veneers, or you can go through your own dental place, but for me I just kept it simple and just went through them. That is an extra cost though, however, that will up the price of your work because you're getting additional work done. And then your second appointment is your cementation, which is the actual cementing of your veneers. Third appointment is the follow-up to make sure your bite is okay, to get rid of any excess cement or whatever. Just pretty much the final touches of everything before you're done with them. Those 3 appointments are spread out within 2 weeks, so just make sure you are making a good schedule for you to go back and forth for those 3 appointments. So I scheduled my appointment, and they did require a $300 deposit. I didn't mind. It was only $300 to put down for your appointment, and yeah, that pretty much secures your spot. So after I booked my appointment, I ended up booking a flight and going. So when you get there, you do all your paperwork and all that stuff. I mean, it's just like a bunch of papers telling you about HIPAA and all kind of stuff, you know what I mean? Okay, so the first appointment was very hard for me. I'm not gonna lie, it was a lot going on because they are deep cleaning, gum contouring. I had to get 2 cavities filled. There's a lot of people like suctioning, like just a lot going on. I know for me, I didn't like that because I'm not a type of person who can handle like just all kind of stuff, and like the suction and all that, like that really bothers me, and I have a horrible gag reflex, so that part was hard. But if you don't care, then you're not gonna have a problem with that. They did numb me. They used local anesthesia. They did not put me to sleep or anything. They used local anesthesia, and that hurt, okay? That hurt because they use a topical first, but then they shoot you in your gums. So like right here, I had to get shots in, and let me tell y'all, it is not fun or pretty, okay? It actually hurts. But your entire mouth is numb, even your tongue and your nose. So like it's crazy. It's a crazy feeling. I remember at one point they told me to open my mouth, and I was bugging out because I thought my mouth was open the whole time. I could not feel anything. But yes, they make sure they numb you up really good because you're getting, like I said, a lot of work done. So like I said, you are getting a lot of work done, and the first thing that they do is your deep cleaning. So they make sure your teeth are all clean, they make sure your gums are all clean, and then you're escorted off to the next room, which they do the real work. Like I said, the numbing, the gum contouring, I got my cavities filled, and shaping of your teeth. I was super scared because I thought that they were going to shape down my teeth like little daggers, but they don't do that. They preserve your natural teeth as much as possible. They do, however, make them slightly smaller than normal. So you will notice a difference before and after of your teeth. Like they look quite smaller than what they were before, but they're not exactly too small, if that makes sense. They will take impressions of your teeth, which is like the alginate stuff. That's pretty nasty too, because it's like that real gummy stuff that they have to like place on your teeth, like the tray gum, and that was disgusting too. But again, that is something that they have to do. I unfortunately had to do it a couple times because I just kept gagging, and they just was like, okay girl, get it together because we got to get this done. The last thing that they do on the first appointment is give you your temporaries. Your teeth are extremely sensitive, and that's because the first enamel is gone. They have to take away that first enamel off your teeth, so air, cold, hot, anything is super sensitive against your teeth. It's like the craziest feeling. If you know, or if you know someone's sensitive teeth, or if you've experienced sensitive teeth, it's not pretty. So they do give you your temporaries, and temporaries is like the composite resin that they actually use. and that's just on the top row though. They don't put it on the bottom, they just put it on the top. Now the temporaries looked similar to what I have now, but wasn't as nice as these, but it was like similar. So yeah, you wear your temporaries for about 15 days because that's how long it takes for your porcelain veneers to get done. They send them to the lab and they make your porcelain veneers, and then after you get your temporaries on, they send you on your way and you go home. That's it. That's just the rest of your appointment. They did put us on a soft food diet, meaning like we can't bite into anything, we can't eat anything chewy or sticky or hard or anything like that. They told us we had to cut up all of our food before we actually ate it. So the cementation appointment is actually a lot different and it's way faster. It's probably like an hour or so, but that's when they actually cement your porcelain veneers on. So they're like these little teeth, I guess, I don't know, like they're these little tooth caps that are like cemented onto your actual real teeth, if that makes sense, one by one. Also, I forgot to mention that I did receive a bridge. So I explained this in another video, but a bridge is basically like, I don't know, like this little thing that had 3 teeth connected to it, and then like they cemented it on. I don't know, it's hard to explain, but just look up bridge and that's what I got. They cemented my veneers down, they shaped them a little bit and got rid of any excess cement that they saw right away, and that was pretty much it. So when I picked my color, as you guys can see, it probably comes up really white on camera, but my color is actually natural. I'm gonna try to turn the light down so you could actually see what my real color looks like. This is my color in a natural light. I just want to show you guys real quick. So the color that I picked out was a natural white. It wasn't like the brightest whitest white. My doctor actually said she likes when people do the natural one over like the really bright one. I wanted more of a natural look. I didn't want like that super bright white look. Like I said, right now it looks like they're super bright, but that's because I have a bunch of lighting now. But I just showed you guys what they look like in like natural light. I wanted a natural $1 million smile, a natural one, not like bright. So you do have an option of picking your color. And then I also want to mention like my experience real quickly. So when I got my temporaries taken off and I went for my cementation, my gums were inflamed and they were bleeding. So this may not happen to everybody. With my fiance, it didn't happen to him, but for me it did. And basically, like when they took my temporaries off, all of my gums right here were just blood. It was just blood. It was inflamed. My teeth were throbbing because they were super sensitive. So when that happens, you cannot get your veneers that same day. For me, I could not get my I keep saying temporaries. For me, I could not get my veneers. I had to actually book a hotel. I was only planning on staying in Miami for a few hours and flying back home, but because my gums were inflamed, I had to book a room. We had to stay there overnight. It was just terrible. They put me on some type of medical mouthwash and they told me to rinse with salt water, and that really helped. That made my gums heal and they weren't bleeding anymore. So I want to explain to you guys why I did not go out the country. And it's really simple. The price was almost the same. I know for some people they're like, oh, if you go out the country you'll pay like $5,000 blah blah. But to be honest with you, that was a quote for composite veneers. It wasn't porcelain. Like if I asked the doctor out of the country, they were in Colombia, how much would it be for porcelain veneers, and I sent them a picture of my teeth and everything, they quoted me around the same price. So like I said, it depends on who you are, because I knew for me, my teeth needed a lot of work, and no matter where I went, it was going to be a lot of money. I mean, that's just what it is. So if you want to go out of the country, go ahead and do it. Like, that's fine. Go ahead and do it. Like, that has nothing to do with me. I don't care. But for me, I went to Miami, and I'm very pleased with the dental office that I went to and the staff. Plus, I didn't feel like going out the country 3 times because, like I said, they break it down into 3 appointments, and I didn't feel like having to go out the country 3 times. I don't know if you guys have any other questions, just leave them below, but I think I covered everything. I know someone asked me, do I feel more confident or do I feel a difference? And it's yes. The confidence was there, but I didn't let it show. I would always be resistant with smiling. Like I hardly ever smiled, especially in pictures. Like, it's one thing to talk and laugh, but it's another thing to like train myself to literally not smile, because I could not stand my teeth. I just couldn't stand the color, the gaps. I just did not like it. I didn't mind my middle gap too much, but I did not like the rest of the gaps that were in my teeth. So no, I could not smile, or I felt like I could not smile, and people were asking why don't I smile, and it was just getting to me. Now fast forward after I got my teeth done, I'm just like like I don't care, because what? Like, it doesn't matter. Like, I'm more confident now. So it is a big investment. It is a huge investment. Oh yeah, the dental office that I go through, I think they have 2 or 3 finance companies. I'm not too sure how many. I believe it's 2, but they do take cash, credit, and all that. So, oh, and also the payments not due all up front. You do have that $300 for your deposit, and then after your first appointment you pay the half of the remaining balance, and then when you come back for your cementation you pay the balance. So your third appointment, there should be no payment due. You should just be able to come in and walk out. I do want to say this though, if you're thinking about getting veneers or whatever, any type of veneers, porcelain or composite, it is a lifestyle change, and they will let you know that. I did read up on that as well, so make sure you do your research. That's another thing. Do your research. Do your research, okay? Before, even if you're watching this video or you watch tons other, do your own research, please. Please. Changing your toothbrushes, your toothpaste. You know, I use Sensodyne now. I never used Sensodyne. I was forever using a power toothbrush. You don't use that anymore. You want to refrain from biting into anything hard or like chewy candy or stuff, because once you get a cavity on the veneer, it's extremely expensive to fit. Extremely expensive. So you still want to take care of your teeth, even more so than you were doing before. That's why I said it's really like a lifestyle change, because before I was just eating not terrible, but I didn't care about eating anything. Like, I get chew candy, gum, sticky stuff, hard caramel, all that. But now that I have veneers, I'm not doing none of that. Like, I'm scared to even bite into something. But yeah, guys, I talked enough, I think. So if you have any questions, any more questions, just leave them below. Yeah, guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure you give it a thumbs up. Make sure you are subscribed to my channel. If you're not following me already or subscribed, please subscribe to my channel and click the bell so you'll be alerted whenever I post a new video. Thank you guys so much for watching. I will see you in my next video. Bye.